Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the wrap function in SolidWorks to wrap both sketches and text on your solid models. It's going to be a bit in depth just so you don't get to come back here again for wrap. So let's jump right into it. So for the first one, making sketches on curved surfaces, I already have a hollow cylinder modeled here. So to make that sketch, you need to create a plane first. You come down here to reference geometry and select plane. So in this case, I will drop down on my design tree. My first reference is going to be my front plane. And my second reference is going to be this surface. But instead of perpendicular, just make it parallel. That should be good, and click on OK. So I'll select plane 1 and click on sketch. Then here I'll just make any random shape. So in this case, I'll make an ellipse from the center point, and I'll just extend and expand. This should be good enough. And click OK. So now we have that sketch on the plane 1 we made. You exit and you can select that sketch now and come under features. You see a function here called wrap. That's your go-to guy. So you select wrap and a pop-up comes on the left pane. So here it asks you for the face to wrap your sketch on. You select this face obviously and leave the wrap method as analytical. So on the type, you have 3 types here. You have Emboss, you have Deboss, and you have Scribe. So in this case, I'll just use Deboss, and I'll show you how to use the others when we make text. So the depth in this case, I will make it 0.25 because that's the thickness of my tube, and I'll click on OK. So it does exactly this. It wraps that feature or sketch you made rather around your circular body. So I'll turn off my plane just so you could see it better. And to make it look even more cool, you can select that wrap feature you made. In this case, I'll just make a circular pattern of it and put this direction, and yeah, it should be good enough. And yeah, so this is something nice. I don't know, could fit in one of the designs you think of. So moving on to the next one, which is with the text. I already have a solid cylinder modeled in here, and I've made my plane 1 to save you time. So I'll select that plane and hit sketch. And in this case, I'll just throw in a huge construction line. So lines for construction from my left to my right. So select that line again and come under sketch to select text. And in this case, I'll just put in any random text like I love New York. So, and I'll make it bold to be obvious. Oops, it's small. So toggle off document font so you can increase it. In this case, I'll just make it 60. Yeah, that's perfect. So click OK and exit. So now I have that sketch, which is a text in this case, on that plane, and I'll wrap it around the model. So same process, select your sketch, come under features and select wrap. And next is you select the surface you're wrapping it around, which is this surface, and you see how it wraps it around the preview, nice and neat. So still using this analytical method, the wrap type. So here I'll show you the emboss, and we'll just emboss it by 1/4 inch is okay. So click on OK, and it does this. Okay, I'll turn off my plane just so you could see it more better. So it does this. So to do the other 2 functions, I will come back to my design tree, click on that feature and go to edit feature, And in this case, I'll do Deboss and click on OK, and it cuts it deep in it. So if that's what you need, Deboss is your guy. So for the third one, which is the scribe function rather, you come to edit feature again and click on this scribe. So all it does is more like etch your text on your model. So click on OK, and yeah, that's just exactly what it does. Yeah, and I do love New York, by the way. So for my final trick, this is just to prove to you that the wrap function doesn't only work on cylindrical surfaces and all, even on curved surfaces like this wobbly thing here. So I already have my plane and sketch here to save you time, productivity. So I select that sketch, okay? Same process, features, come to wrap, and it asks me for the surface. So in this case, instead of the analytical method, you should select this spline surface, and then you define the spline surface by selecting this. And in this case, we'll just make an emboss, and I'll make it 0.1 and click on OK. And yep, it does this. So it wraps it around your surface, however wobbly it may be, perfectly. So that's all on this tutorial. Hopefully you don't get to come here again for a wrap feature, and I'll see you in the next. Cheers.